So what was it like? Was the crowd good?
It was a good crowd.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it a good crowd or it was a tough crowd, but you're good?
It was.
Was it a tough crowd, but you good, homie?
I just felt self-conscious about my legs. It's not supposed to wear shorts. It's just so fucking hot, man.
Nah, yeah, you know how it is. It's Indonesia, man.
Yeah, you make up your own rules when it is good.
I get it, bro.
But you know, it turns out that after doing several shows here in Jakarta, you know, fun is just funny, right?
Yeah,
funny
man.
is just funny. Fun is just funny until it's not funny.
And then it gets even funnier.
And then it gets funnier.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's what people forget.
Failure is hilarious.
Failure is the best. Failure is the best fun. Is the most hilarious thing ever.
Yeah, I think that's why New York City is also one of the funniest city in the world, don't you think? Like,
yeah, because you fail every 3 minutes.
Day. Yeah.
No, every 3 minutes you're failing in New York.
If you're born in New York, you've already failed.
Let me tell you something. In New York City, you mistimed the train, you failed. Now you got to deal with that shit. Now you 10 minutes late. Someone that kills himself in front of a train, his failure is now your failure.
Yeah, that facts. I remember Seinfeld, I think, said, I think he was at Tonight Show with Fallon.
Yeah.
And it was like, the New York City is the funniest city in the world because everybody's funny, because everybody's mad all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And we're mad, not because like we were born that way. Is that city breeds that. It's not that you're mad. That's not the right.
Well, you wake up every day and you owe $200.
That's true.
You just wake up with a bill every
You know
fucking
what?
morning.
For the first time in my life, I had negative money. That only happens here. And no, I mean that only happens in New York.
Yeah.
Because I have an American account, bank account.
Right.
It's never happened in Indonesia. You can't have negative money because you don't have money.
They just cut you
You
off.
can't survive in New York unless your bank's negative. All right? Listen, you want to survive in New York City, you got to have overdraft. You understand?
Yeah.
Because New York knows. Listen, my bank will let me go as far as $1,000 of having no money. So I'll be negative 1,000 if I really want to, right? In New York City, I'm gonna be real with you. You need to make $150,000 to be poor over there.
Wow.
For real, right? Am I wrong?
To be poor.
To be poor.
I am in so much debt from living in New York City my entire life, bro.
That's why I want to run for mayor.
Oh shit.
I want to run for mayor in New York City.
I'll vote for you,
Because I believe in this. I believe that if you've been here for 20 years, you deserve rights that other people don't have. You made it in New York 20 years, you don't have to wait on any fucking line.
You know, remember we said this a few years ago? They should have like a royalty system
There should be a royalty system.
where you don't
in
have
New
to pay
York.
for the subway anymore.
You don't pay. Oh, if you pay for the subway, it's $1.50 for you.
Yeah.
You've been here 20 years, subway's $1.50 for you. We understand it's been rough. It's been rough. You know homeless people by name now.
But bro, why do you think? Because it's funny. Ever since I moved to New York, everybody's been asking me, "What's it like?" Because our only reference are movies, and New York is awesome in movies, right? It's Home Alone, Ghostbusters, you know.
Yeah, all people who don't live in New York City.
I'm gonna say this. I love New York. I love New York City. And there are days where it is, to me, the best city in the world. But as you get older and you start understanding that maybe you're not as liberal as you once thought you were, and you start hating taxes, and you start hating where you live, and you're like, how come I cannot afford a one-bedroom apartment making an adult wage?
Yeah.
You start to go a little crazy.
Yeah. And then you come to Indonesia and everything's like the same prices as shit was in the 80s.
Yeah. Yeah.
In the
Yeah. I bought 2 things of water, right? 2 big things of water, 3 quarts of water, right? That's 6 quarts, whatever the fuck it is, right? I bought some candy. I bought a pack of cigarettes. You know how much it cost me here? You want to know how much it cost me here? You ready for this?
Yeah.
I looked at my bank account, $4.70.
You gotta
know
take
how
a
much that
loan
would
in
have
New
cost me in
York.
New York City? $19.50.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
$19.50 and I gotta suck a guy's dick to leave the store.
Yo, that shit as well. Because I don't know. I think New Yorkers have a love and hate relationship with the city, right? Sometimes you'd be like, this shit is fucked up. And then other days you'll be like, fuck, This is the greatest city in the world.
New York City is like it's like having a crazy girlfriend.
Oh.
That's really what it is. It's
Yeah.
like the girl that got away, and you're kind of happy she got away, right? Because you're like, I don't know if I could have handled that insanity. And then she sends you a text and your dick gets hard. You understand? That's New York City. New York City is the hot girl that's way out of your fucking league, okay? And you don't deserve her, and she grew up with family money. She has blue money. She has a $20 million condo waiting for her at death on the Upper West Side, okay? But she sucks your dick. That $20 million whore is giving
That's
you
the best way to
fellatio.
describe it. Because here's what I feel. I mean,
I'm sorry, $20 million whores.
no, it's okay. So you can say whatever you want. But sometimes,
Green room talks.
yeah, good room talks. Sometimes I see somebody. So I'll be on the train, and it's a full train. And sometimes among the people, you see someone staring into whatever,
Oblivion.
but then smiling.
Yeah, it's called crack cocaine.
It's so weird. I mean, people's experience in New York is just different and wild.
I'm so happy you said that. It took me 27 years to realize this. The reason why New York can be crazy sometimes, even amongst, let's just call them regular people, it's because everyone's on drugs. And once it clicked to me that everyone is on some kind of drug, I started being a lot more patient with people in New York. I'm like, oh, this guy's on Adderall.
Right.
Oh, this guy's on cocaine, or this guy's on, oh, he just tried meth earlier this morning. And he doesn't know how to react.
It's a learning curve.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I don't know all these drugs, right? I don't know, and I don't know what the effects on each drug on people. But sometimes, and a lot of the times actually, I see people just talking to themselves on the train. And I don't know whether this person is crazy or is just high on something.
Sometimes you got to do that in New York.
What, talking
Sometimes
to
in New York,
yourself?
you got to talk to yourself.
Oh yeah, especially if someone else starts talking to themselves, then you gotta start doing it too, or you put yourself in danger.
And they'd be like, oh, this is my kind of people. Let's
Exactly.
just go.
Oh, it's all right.
You want to hear something wild? This is how crazy I am. Because after a certain amount of time in New York City, you develop a glaze over your eyes that tells other crazy people,
I'm
oh,
crazy.
this guy, he may not have been born crazy, but he has the crazy in him. Right? Because I'd be sitting there and crazy people be doing crazy shit. And then they'll sit in front of me, I just look at them and they'd be like, okay, time to get up, move on.
Yeah.
Crazy people move on for me.
There's a trick I've learned. If someone looks too crazy, you just stare at the middle of their forehead. On the top. Just stare blankly at the top of their forehead and flips them the fuck out. They move on.
Do you have but maybe it doesn't, you don't, I mean, so for transplant, there's always this welcome to New York story. You know what I'm saying? Like I have those stories, but I don't know if you're originally from New York, but do you have like a very New York story? Like here's mine.
Okay.
This is mine. So I don't remember which train it was, but I went in and there's a human shit on the train.
And you,
And then I didn't see anybody else when I entered, but there's definitely somebody's shit. I was, oh my God. And then I heard to the left people laughing. And then I looked that way. Everybody was on that side of the train waiting for people to come in from this side. That's the funniest shit, right? And then I moved to that side of the train and with everybody else waiting for someone to go into that.
Like, holy
and then oh my God, and then everybody's laughing and it's a show. Imagine
is-
that will never happen anywhere else in the world. That's a very New York story.
that's
Kevin's here for 2 more weeks, so just give him a shot.
I might go back to Tokyo just to shit in the mall. In front of an H&M.
Do you have stories like that? Stories that are
Every
just
fucking
New York?
day in New York,
it's-
pansies. Like,
I remember
It's true though.
the first time a man took a shit in front of me. On West 4th. It was in 2018. It took that long for somebody to take a shit in front of me, but it happened. This dude just drops his pants and just started taking a shit.
West 4th Street.
West 4th. There's a lot of those. Okay, here's another one. I was a Producers Club. I'm walking to Producers Club. You know that hotel on 44th?
Oh yeah.
So it's an expensive hotel. Like you see the people that go
Right.
in and out of there.
Yeah, Intercontinental.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can tell they have money. But that's also a little mini crack den.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So there was this, I guess the hotel staff started fucking with the crackheads out there. Like, because they get tired of it too. They're people, you know?
Yeah.
And this crackhead was like, I don't know what the argument was about, but she's like cursing them out. And the guy's like, he's like, had enough? He's like, go fuck yourself. Fuck you. She goes, fuck me? Oh, you want to fuck me? She takes down her pants, starts playing with a toto. She's playing with a pussy, and just starts spraying pee on this bitch.
Oh my goodness. Fucking.
And I'm like, this is the greatest day of my life.
That's crazy.
That's a New York City story.
That's a New York City story.
I was leaving a comedy show in Brooklyn like a year or two ago, and I had my wife there with me. I had Debbie with me. And when I leave a really bad neighborhood and it's like 1, 2 in the morning, one of the things I do is I pretend I'm a cop. So I'll start talking into my wrist and shit. I'll be like, yeah, we have a guy here on one, just to make sure it's safe. And she just starts laughing. She's like, you're not a cop. I'm like, you're gonna get us fucking killed. You're gonna get us
I'm trying
murdered.
to save you.
Yeah.
Trying to protect you. So, but would you say that New York City is the best city in the world, though? It's kind of hard.
Here's the thing. It is the best city in the world. It is. If you're not for your pockets, but to become a human being, a better human being,
An
experienced human being, New York City is the best in the world. It really is. That's why all these little transplants from fucking Cleveland, Ohio, the capital of Bushwick, they come over there and they go back to their home states and they act like they're better than people because they are.
Right.
They've dealt with a bigger population of people.
They got
from all
pissed on.
lands. They've been pissed on. They've dealt. You're forced to deal with things that I find normal. It's hard for me to unnormalize it or to find it abnormal. But when I hear them talk about how they grew up, and I'm like, oh, I guess that isn't normal, Like, I can tell somebody's not from New York City by the sound of their footsteps.
If they're walking slow?
No, too loud.
Too loud.
You're too loud. When you walk, you own everything.
Yeah.
Because they've owned their homes.
I see.
Right? They're not worried about the downstairs neighbor.
I see. Oh.
They're not worried because in New York City,
you have to learn how to walk. Yeah.
You gotta walk like a ninja. You gotta walk heel toe, bitch. Heel toe, bitch. Heel toe, bitch. My mom used to beat the fuck out of me if I was too loud. She'd be like, I, and she'd give me all of those because the neighbor's gonna come upstairs. What's going on? What time they go to sleep? Because I need to sleep and they fucking boom, 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 boom.
I think New York is the best place to teach humanity how to live with different types of people. Jakarta's a beautiful city. I loved it so far, but it's very homogenous. Except for Rashad Bashir, who's downstairs right now. But in New York, we all different people living amongst each other, different religions. Some are crazy, some rich kids from Iowa, but somehow it works.
I think, I gotta admit, I had the opportunity to go places around the world. And a lot of cities. I went to Africa, you name it, but I have never seen anything like New York, especially Queens. To be specific, never seen anything like it.
Yeah.
But I think if you ask yourself, is New York City the best city in the world? It really depends on what would you define best.
You know what is the best city in the world? You want to know the truth? It's from 18 to 29. And then after that, it's not the best city.
It's about street or your age?
Your age.
Oh.
From 18 to 29,
New York City is the
best city in the fucking world.
18 to 29.
18 to 29, right? After that, as an adult, if you love New York City, you got issues.
Yeah. It's like going to a club when you're an old person.
That's exactly what it's like. It's like being that old man at the club trying to talk to young girls. And it's like, buddy, get a nap.
Yeah. But the city's not for everybody. That's safe to say.
And I'm not talking about comedians, by the way. I'm not talking about people who are in the arts. Yes, you need to go to New York City and test your art because it does test you. It tests your art. I'm talking about if you're a regular civilian and you're trying to move to New York City at 35, you're a dickhead. If you're not an artist, a comedian, a rapper, a singer, or something.
Yeah. Or coming there for big money.
Or big money. Or like you're not in tech or you're not trying, big money. You're not going there for big money. Stay in your hometown. This is not for you. You're gonna hate this.
Yeah, for sure.
18 to 29 is the best city in the world.
What's your favorite part of the city?
Queens, motherfucker.
No. No, I mean, I like people watching. I think that's the term, that's the word, right?
Yeah.
People watching. And I really love people watching in Washington Square Park.
Oh yeah,
That's fun.
you'll catch some.
That's
beauty.
crazy. I think all of the crazies are there. Everybody's there.
For
I
sure.
can show you crazier spots.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
You gotta go to the Bronx.
I can show you some crazy spots.
He won't let me to go to
He's
Bronx.
trying to keep you
I won't let
alive.
Yeah, you told me I never go to Bronx by yourself.
Not by with me, you can come.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I want to.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Next time we're in the city, because I'm leaving New York.
Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, I'm out.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's
So
that?
when are we gonna do the memorial for Panji after he goes to the
Anyway, I think Rashad is almost done. So it's you up next.
I'm up next.
But I think we're ready for the December 23rd. We're ready, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm ready for December.
Let's go.
3rd,
It's gonna be great. So Southeast Brewing Co. is it's a wonderful place to do comedy. I've never been there, but I've seen the photos. I think it's gonna be great.
Nice.
It's gonna be packed. Tickets are selling good.
Yeah?
By the way. Yeah.
Awesome.
Let's
Let's
go.
go.
Yeah. They've been. It's kind of weird for people at first to be buying the tickets at an app like Comika event app.
Yeah.
But then I think they want to watch us so bad, and they don't mind downloading those
Well,
apps.
I'm hitting. People are hitting me up, and they're like, "I'm not gonna be able to watch you live, but I'm definitely watching
You're
you
gonna download.
streaming."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "That's crazy, bro."
That's one of the best features of it.
So yeah, let's sell. Hey, let's sell the hell out of these goddamn tickets.
Let's
'cause,
do it.
I want there to be a lot of people there, and then when I go back to New York, I want to shit on a lot of my contemporaries.
Literally and
You want to watch
figuratively.
Kevin do his set?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go. Yeah.